Today we're going to paint some space walls. First off, we started off with a white undercoat because it's going to be a light base colour. Next we're applying Fenrisian grey. Once the Fenrisian grey has had time to dry, a watered down rust grey was applied, and the reason I watered it down is that way the paint naturally wants to absorb into the crevices of the miniature. I'm using a piece of sponge to apply Wulfen grey. I find using the sponge makes it look more natural than trying to paint it with a paintbrush, so the end result should look a lot better. Where the previous paint was applied with the sponge, we're now using rhinox hide to represent where the paint's not only been chipped off, but now you can see where it's starting to go rusty. For the inner armour, I started off first with Mechanica standard grey, and then after lead belcher was applied to the silver areas on the weapon and a few areas on the backpack, that paint has had time to dry. We then applied null oil. For areas like tabards, gun holsters, pouches, first I started with corn red. Secondly, Bugman glow was added to pick out some of the edges, and thirdly, Caroboberg crimson was applied as a wash. I've used these colours as, although I wanted a red colour to it, I wanted again to try and keep it dark, so it helps to give a contrast with the brightness of the main armour. For the gold areas, Jennena's gold was used first, then Auric armour was used second. Afterwards, a wash of Agrax Earthshade was applied, and the reason why I've applied the darkest colour last is, again, I'm trying to darken some of the colours down to help with that contrast between the dark colours and the very light colour of the armour. If you like the video, remember to like, share, and click on the button on the lower right hand side to subscribe.